Hello everyone. Starting today, I'm going to learn 100 days of Swift. So basically, I'm learning Swift programming language. Today is the day first. I have learned so many concepts on day first, but this video is particularly about variables and constants in Swift. So let me write the title: Variables and Constants in Swift. That's our topic. And what is the most important thing regarding this topic? All the variable or constant must be initialized with a value after they are declared before using it. So whether you create a variable or a constant, you must initialize a value before using it. So let me write how variables and constants are declared. So to declare a variable, we use var keyword. And what is the meaning of var keyword? It means we are creating mutable types. Now what do we mean by mutable types? We can reassign the value after, or you can write even after the first initialization. We can do that for variable. Now how can we create constant? We can create constant using let keyword. And if you use let keyword, you are creating immutable types. What do we mean by immutable types? We cannot reassign the value after the first initialization. That's why they are known as constants. Alright, now let me go with the first line that I have wrote and the second line combined. Okay, I'll create a variable at first. So this is declaration var. Let me create a name, type string, and now that I have created the name, I can directly initialize it right here. The first time I'm providing some value, I can do it right here and use it like this, or what I can do is I can assign the value in the next line and print it. If I run it, the result is same. Okay, but what you cannot do is, if I remove this line and try to run it, it says variable name used before being initialized. That means you haven't provided a value to this property or to this variable. That's why it is complaining. So whether you initialize it right here or you initialize it right here, it doesn't matter, you must initialize it. So that's the first property. Now what do we know about var using var keyword? It is of mutable type. That means we can reassign the value even after first initialization. So this is my first initialization of this name type, string type. Okay, and I have also used it on line number 15 by printing it. Now let me reinitialize the value to something Sanjina, let's say. If I print the name again, it works fine because it is of mutable type and we can do that. Okay, now what about constant? Let me say my id, okay, which is of type integer. I can initialize the value. So I have to initialize a value always. So this is the first initialization. first init. Okay, so this is the first initialization, and I can use the value like this, and it prints it quite well. But for let keyword, it is of immutable type, and we cannot reassign the value after the first initialization. That means now it is a constant, you cannot reinitialize it. If I try to do something like this and print the ID, it will complain. It says cannot assign to value ID is a let constant, meaning since it is a let, since I'm using let keyword, it is a constant and you cannot reassign the value. So that's all you need to know about variables and constants in Swift. Thank you for listening.